talking about a team in Los Angeles that's going to move into a $2 billion stadium and all of the sizzle that goes along with that. I mean, for me, my first reaction was Jim Harbaugh makes the most sense. Now, I haven't heard that they want him. I haven't heard that he wants to leave Michigan. He said that he's not going to, but my goodness, there's got to be a dollar value out there that could get Jim Harbaugh to the Rams, and it would make a ton of sense. And I think a job like that in a town like that invites speculation and invites this anticipation that it is going to be a name that has appeal, even if it may not be the right coach for the job. And that's where John Gruden fits into this. I don't know. I was 13 games over 500, and I don't think anyone's ever going to confuse him with Luke Rockne, but he's a rock star. He's been in that catbird seat for nearly a decade on ESPN, and a lot of Raiders fans still in Los Angeles. They would love to have John Gruden come to L.A., and, you know, it may not be the best coaching move, but it may be the best business move, and they're going to start trying to sell luxury suites and premium seating here fairly soon. And you make a big splash with the name that you hire, you're going to start moving that product to pay for that $2 billion stadium.
Oh, I want a big name in there. I just don't know if you're going to get a big name. I think John Gruden risked hurting his brand, that he won a Super Bowl with Tony Dungy's players. They didn't even make the playoffs the year after that. I don't know if he goes in there, he's going to turn that team around anytime soon.
I agree with you completely. I agree with you completely on that. And then you have your excuses built in ahead of time, that Jared Goff wasn't any good, that he wasn't left any talent, and et cetera, et cetera. And it all comes down to whether or not he really is ready to get back into coaching. Does he have that itch? Is he going to indefinitely work a job that doesn't have the same level of adrenaline that coaching does? But you're right, he does put his legacy at risk, because there are people who I think view John Gruden as a better coach than maybe he really was. And the one thing that still resonates with me, when he was fired by the Buccaneers, Simeon Rice came out and said some very negative things about John Gruden, and there wasn't anybody who played for him that took up for him, and that really surprised me, and that would be a concern I would have if he becomes a coach again. How much loyalty will he have from his players? What kind of skeletons are going to come out of the closet with players who had issues with him in Tampa Bay? We forgot about all those things because, hey, he became the next John Madden on ESPN, and he has the Super Bowl ring, but I think there are real questions about how good of a coach he was and how good of a coach he would be.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.